Hi everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back to Room Temp. It's our second episode.
Woo!
This has been a pretty busy week for us, just in terms of getting everything settled. We started just putting it on YouTube because we figured that'd be the easiest. And then we're on Anchor now.
Anchor FM.
And
Pretty
then
cool.
distributed our podcast to, we're on 6 different platforms, I think, right now.
Yeah. So shout out to Anchor FM for making this super easy. It'll be cool. They've got a really cool setup for us. So we look forward to bringing you fresh, new stuff every week. One thing that we wanted to address from last week, we mentioned something about the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, channeling the current press secretary, we circled back. And my grandma, when I shared the link, she said, the Statue of Liberty is a hollow piece of copper pounded out and sculpted. It is the thickness equivalent to 2 pennies put together.
Which is insane.
And I knew it. Okay? I knew it was sculpted. I knew it. I may have not known that it wasn't that thick, but I knew it was sculpted because it's a piece of metal and you can sculpt pretty much anything.
Yeah. And copper's pretty malleable and all of that. Mm-hmm. Very valuable too, for that matter. But yeah. So, and I guess I probably knew that too because you can go up in the Statue of Liberty, so I knew it wasn't a solid block of copper, but anyway, it's just really interesting. So we do occasionally research stuff, it's just usually after the fact.
And by research, we mean someone brings up a point where we're like, oh, okay.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Our Google fu is strong. So
yes, we are black belts in the art of Google.
Yes. I have a reputation in my family too as being like a dump for useless information. So I memorize things really easily, and if I don't know, I can find out. That's like one of my things. That's what I do. So I still to this day will get calls from my sister or my brother saying, do you remember or do you know if? And usually I do. And if I don't, I can find it fast.
So last week we just introduced ourselves and Disney got brought up and the conversation flowed how it was going to flow. But this time we're going to talk about the generational divide between Gen X and Gen Z. I am an older Gen Z, so I am not the side parts are stupid, bring back mom jeans Gen Z. I am
the smart Gen Z.
I didn't eat a Tide Pod. But fun fact, a little insight, nobody was eating Tide Pods. It was a joke that got taken way too far.
Well, some people are stupid and probably took it way too far. But, yes. But, having said that, this is one of the things that I don't understand. And I think as a Gen Xer, it's really, really hard for me to get it. Why the current generation, Generation Z, feels the need to be so out there and draw so much attention to themselves and be popular in a, what would you call it, like viral way.
Clout. We want clout.
We want clout. I mean, I'm not part of it. I don't understand the clout chasing aspect. And maybe it's just because, I don't know. See, I'm one of the people that thinks that generations, like the naming of them and the separation of them and everything is just flat stupid. Like, I don't understand why we have to classify ourselves that way in a negative way. Like, so boomers, okay, boomer, like, you know, all that stuff that goes around right now, and the current generation calling anyone older than them boomers gets under my skin. And I know that's probably the point. Like, you're just trying to piss off the older people, but and be funny. Now it's just being funny. My kids say it to me just so I will go, listen, I'm not a boomer, which makes me sound even more like a boomer. And I know that's the point. It's just to ruffle feathers, but that's what I don't get. I don't understand clout chasing or the intention to ruffle feathers just to ruffle feathers.
Well, the want to be famous has existed forever. So now it's just more, it's easier.
Yeah.
Even it's easier and harder at the same time because we have the internet, we have all these social media platforms. It's pretty easy to go viral if you have like an idea or something. It's pretty easy. It's not as hard. You still have to work for it, technically. But it's easier. And so a lot of people are getting more famous just for doing random things. Like Charlie D'Amelio is famous because she dances on TikTok. And Trisha Paytas is famous because she cries on a bathroom floor a lot.
Like the kitchen floor.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just easier to...
Yeah. As the part of the generation that was around when the internet became more popular and more accessible to the general public, having watched things evolve, and I know that you'll feel this way too once a couple more generations come along, and you'll see, I know that it's going to be, I mean, it's obvious that the internet is the root of all evil, but it's also the root of all things good, you know?
Well, humanity is the root of all things evil. It's just different tools to use it.
I guess, yeah. It's just a different means of getting it. Yeah. No, what I was going to say is the need to be noticed was not something that happened back in my day.
Oh, I need to be noticed all the time.
You would go into chat rooms, which are not really a thing anymore. And you would go into chat rooms and you would have a username or a handle that may or may not be something that you are. I mean, it sounds nefarious. It sounds really shisty and...
Like sexy baby girl 420.
Yeah. Which, yeah. So that to me is just, you know, you were anonymous. Like that was kind of the joy of it. You didn't have to go to a bar or a library or, you know, wherever to meet whoever you want to meet. And oddly enough, that's how I got started in marriage.
Both times.
This is true. But when I first got married, the first time, that whole relationship, you know, was founded on the internet. Like we met each other in one of those chat rooms. And that back in those times was really strange and weird. So it was very hush-hush. We'd never talked about that to our families, to our friends.
I had an online boyfriend once.
I mean,
we met in a Twitch stream.
It's easier to do now, you know, and it's more common. I mean, even the way I met my current husband is odd. Like, I mean, yes, it was online or whatever, but we met in a video game. So that's weird. Like, that's weird. It's not just like, you know, we met on Match.com or Tinder or somewhere like that. We met in a friggin' nerdy video game. But that could be another show.
So, now that we've kind of talked about, like, generational divides, we thought it would be funny to quiz each other on internet slang or just random terms. Anyway, so she is going to quiz me on, like, 90s internet slang, I think.
Internet slang, chat lingo from the 90s, and also 90s phrases.
And then I'm going to quiz her on Gen Z internet slang. I also have some aesthetics thrown in there because I think that'd be funny, and she already knew a lot of the words.
I did.
Because she has 2 teenage kids.
Yes, I'm at an advantage because I do have 2 teenagers in my house. However, I think she's at a bigger advantage because I still use a lot of these. And I feel like we joke all the time that I failed her on certain movies and certain music that she has no idea about. You know, things that were my favorite that she just never picked up on. And, you know, I feel like she should know more Rolling Stone songs than...
I don't think I even know a Rolling Stone song.
See? I failed her. And I'm going to mom hell. I feel like she's at an advantage because I still use a lot of these phrases, or they're more prevalent in movies and things like that she may have seen. But I feel like I'm at a slightly bigger disadvantage because my kids only use some of these phrases just to make fun of themselves or each other or the
Some
generation.
of them I started ironically saying, and now it's just I can't stop.
Which is kind of the point of them, I guess. So I think I should go first because I have a smaller list.
I have 3 websites worth of
and I feel like,
information.
And I feel like me trying to guess yours is more entertaining anyway. So, okay. So we'll start with the 90s chat lingo and abbreviations. Okay. So what is AFK?
Away from keyboard.
Okay, that's good. What is BBL?
Be back later.
Very good. BBS?
Be back soon.
BBIAB.
What was it?
BBIAB.
Be back in a moment.
A moment. I'll be back in a moment. That's like if you have a cold. That's funny.
Be back in a
Bit. Be back in a bit.
Oh, who uses the word bit?
We did in the 90s when we had to be AFK. We would say, "Don't leave me. I'll BBIAB." So,
Should we be back in a second?
BBIAS.
Yeah.
Be back in a sec. That may be one too, but be back in a bit was one of the biggest ones. IKR.
I know, right?
I know, right? AFAIK.
AIK?
AFAIK.
Away.
No. It's not away. That's a stumper, I think. It is, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, IMO.
In my opinion.
In my IMHO.
In my honest opinion.
Yes. Okay, here's a good one. This one comes courtesy of Maggie, my longtime internet friend. LYLAS.
LY.
LAS.
Let you know.
No. LYLAS.
No idea.
That's love you like a sister.
Aw, that's sweet.
Adorbs, right? You'd say Lilas. Yeah, love you like a sister. ASL.
Age, sex, location.
Oh, see, that disturbs me that you know that one. But yeah.
Also American Sign Language.
Very good. Very good. So what is MIDI?
MIDI?
Yeah, this is not chat lingo as far as...
Is it an abbreviation or just...
It's an abbreviation, but...
M-I-T-Y?
M-I-D-I.
And...
M-I-D-I.
M-I-G-Y.
D-I.
Man, I dig you.
It's an abbreviation, but it's not chat lingo. So it's short, it's like GIF.
Oh.
So MIDI is Musical Instrument Digital Interface. So back in the day...
Is that like where you pirate music?
No, not necessarily. No, this was like the cheesy digital musical files.
That would play on MySpace?
No, those were like actual songs. MySpace was like way beyond MIDI files. No, MIDI files were like, back in the day, angelfire.com was a website that helped you build a website from scratch. Mm-hmm. And they were horrible. I learned how to do raw HTML code based off of Angel Fire pages. And you would embed a MIDI file onto your page so it played music. And it was cutesy a lot of the times.
But it's like iPhone ringtones.
Yeah, but worse. So much worse. I'll see if I can find a MIDI file and play it for you sometime. Maybe we'll put a snippet into the episode if we can find one. But yeah, so they were awful. And if you ever opened more than one tab and a MIDI file started playing, you were screwed. Because you may not be able to find where the music's playing.
Oh, that happens to me now when I'm doing like deep like...
But usually it's an ad now, like an embedded ad somewhere.
Sometimes people still have like those kind of files on their Tumblr pages when I'm downloading like custom content for Sims. Shout out Sims.
Be scared of those people. They're probably in their 40s and weird.
I'm not talking to them. I'm just clicking download.
Okay. Anyways, and the last chat lingo one I have before we move on to 90s phrases is TTFN.
Talk to you Friday night. What was it?
TTFN. That's cute. Talk to you Friday night.
TTFN.
Yeah.
That.
No. I'm going to tell you and you're going to feel stupid when I tell you.
Okay.
Because you grew up on Winnie the Pooh thanks to me. And what does Tigger say? TTFN. Ta-ta for now. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. That's bye. That's the old bye.
Okay.
Yeah. So, those were fun. There's probably a slew of others that I just couldn't come up with on the fly. So, there's that.
But also, internet lingo from you is just
now
classic.
It's like common speak. How many times do we say LOL? I mean,
yeah.
Are we really laughing out loud? Probably not. I probably am because I laugh at everything.
Every time I say LOL to you, I'm like, huh.
LOL. Yeah, it's like a smart ass thing. Okay.
Like, I don't know what to say.
So here's some 90s phrases.
Okay.
Some of these came from movies and then just became like mainstream.
Show me the money.
That was 90s. Show me the money. Where's that from? What movie is that from? You freaking kidding me right now?
I don't know.
Jerry McFrickin'
Haven't seen it.
Oh no. So really quick, the 90s phrases. As if.
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
As if. Clueless.
Clueless.
Haven't seen it, but I know what that's from Clueless.
Okay, Clueless is now on your list. Talk to the hand.
Don't talk to me. Like, I'm not interested. Talk to the hand if you want to talk to something.
No. Okay. Okay, totally.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to guess, like, unless it's like a really strange thing. You don't have to guess what they mean. I'll when you give me my, I need to explain. I need to define those. But back in the day, how many times have I said that already? It's the new back in my day. I also say back in my day, but
back in the day, like when I was
when I was younger. My parents and my grandparents said, well, back in my day.
We used to walk barefoot 20 miles in the snow up and down a hill to get to the bus stop.
Yeah, exactly. Booyah.
Yeah, let's go. Booyah.
My bad.
Yeah, okay. Like, you're depressed. Stop.
Oh, snap.
It's like a comeback. It's like, it's a reaction to a comeback.
Yeah.
Like, your wig looks bad, you're like, oh, snap.
Yeah. How about props?
Good for you.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
Great. Your mom.
No, you.
What's your mom?
You're like, okay.
It's like
so does your mom.
Yeah. And the last one I have is word.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first of my list, I have 3 websites.
Oh boy.
So it's Gen Z slang. It's just one of them. I have another website, and then I have aesthetics.
Okay.
Because I feel like
Me describing what
if you're not in on what like TikTok aesthetics are, you have no idea. Okay. So the first word.
Okay.
Basic.
It's like too simple, not fancy. You are a basic ass bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You like you're not original.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet.
That's like, you can bet on it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I wish you could see her face while she's looking at me like.
It's basically definitely like, hey, when COVID is over, you want to go get ice cream? Bet.
Okay. Am I gonna sound like an idiot when I start using these in my everyday
Please
vernacular?
do not use these. Please do not use these.
Can I use them in front of people that are cute? That you might think are cute.
No. No, absolutely not. Okay.
Sounds like I'm going to. Anyway, carry on.
Bruh.
Bruh. It's like, well, it's like bro, but maybe like you're not really agreeing with what they're saying or whatever, or you're like, bruh.
I mean, that's part of it. It's just a gender neutral bro.
Yeah.
It can be used in
I
excitement.
don't like to wear deodorant.
Bruh.
Okay.
Or you could go, bruh, did you see Carly Rae Jepsen's playing at the mall?
Carly Rae Jepsen.
I don't know where that came from. Okay, cake.
Cake. Does that mean something's easy?
No.
Darn.
It usually is just like the birthday cake emoji,
Okay.
but it means thick, juicy butt.
What?
You got cake if you have a good butt.
What happened to the peach?
That's like a
That's a
vagina.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's just like, duh, it's like a butt and a vagina. But cake is just what people say now. It's like, so if someone says you got cake, or they comment a cake emoji on your photo that's your body, you have a nice butt.
I'm so baffled by that. Because cakes, like even a big round cake.
They're sweet.
Okay. Well, if you put it like that,
And they're
butts
good.
don't look like cake. If my butt looked like a cake, that means you could like put stuff on it like a shelf.
That's...
Is that a thing?
Have you Kim Kardashian balancing a thing of champagne on her butt? You don't remember those photos?
Breaking news, she actually filed for divorce today.
I know, I saw.
Anyways, carry on.
Okay. Can't even.
I can't deal with that. Can't deal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even.
There's also a joke about why can't girls go in pairs of 2?
Because they can't even.
Because they can't even.
I thought it was because they're just odd.
Okay, what does no cap mean?
No cap means... Is this the one where you're lying? Like, I love olives. No cap.
Mm-mm. No cap means you're telling the truth.
Oh, so if it's cap.
If it's cap, you're lying the truth. And the
Well,
way
that's right.
I thought of this was like, if you're wearing a cap, it's like you're hiding something. But if you're not no cap, you're telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay. Chill.
Well, back in my day, chill was, cool it, man. Chill.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like it's gross in today's society.
No, it's not.
Like Netflix and chill?
Well, if you're Netflixing and chilling, that's gross. But just chill is not.
So if you're not Netflixing and chilling, and you're just chilling, are you chilling alone?
No, that's gross. It's just the new way of saying cool. Like, you're chill.
Okay, your chill sounds okay, but, oh, that's so chill. Sounds so stupid. My 2 cents. Keep going.
Clap those cheeks.
Ay. Does this mean twerking?
No. I bet you could twerk. Twerking probably leads you here.
All I can visualize is our aunt, my Aunt KK, with her face, clapping her cheeks. But since you're laughing at it like that, I know that it's not.
It's sex. Because you're clapping those cheeks. It's good sex, apparently. Okay.
Wait, how do you know?
No idea.
Just in case.
Okay, clown/clowned/clowning/ the clown emoji.
Is that when somebody is being a clown? Or
What does being a clown mean?
acting stupid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cringy.
Ugh. Being... Ew. Cringy. Like...
It's like when I look back at my old Facebook profile pictures, I'm like, oh my god, how was I allowed to post that on the internet?
Ew, cringy.
Okay.
Or when your parents kiss.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Dummy thick.
Demi thick?
Dummy. D-U-M-M-Y.
I don't like this one already. Dummy thick. Is that like something that's like super stupid?
No. Thick with C's, no K.
Oh. That means fat with a PH.
Yeah. It's like the way I think about it is like you have such a nice butt. It's stupid.
That's a dumb butt.
That's a dumb butt.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, extra.
Like fancy. So extra. Or so over the top.
Yeah. Okay. Facts. F-A-C-T-S.
Facts. That means truth.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
I'm a tall woman.
Facts.
Okay.
Okay. Fake.
That means fake. Like, not real.
Yeah, it's an insult. So if you catch someone calling you fake, it hurts. If you're not fake. And if you are fake, you're like, bitches. And then you move on. But if you're not fake.
So if you are fake and somebody calls you fake, can you go, facts?
No, I mean, I guess technically.
Okay.
But I don't think any teenage girl being called fake would say facts.
Okay.
Okay, fam.
That's like your people. They may be fam, they may be not. But fam are your people. Are your people.
Fire.
That means hot. super lit. Was that cringy?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, fire describes something that's really good or cool. So that pizza, fire.
If your pizza is on fire, that is bad.
No, but that pizza, fire. Anyway.
If your boss says, fired, you're in trouble.
Fired. Da.
Da da da. Okay.
From the Cat in the Hat. Okay, glow up.
That's when you grow up and you get prettier.
And that happened.
It happens to most people.
Goals.
That means...
Not to Tom Felton. Anyway, moving on.
What'd you say?
Not a glow up did not happen to Tom Felton. Anyway, moving on. Goals.
Is that Draco Malfoy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But totally happened to Neville Longbottom.
And he had a big glow up. Okay, goals. What does goals mean?
Goals means things to aspire to. So, somebody has a beautiful car and shows a picture of it on Instagram, you say, goals.
You would say car goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, okay. HMW. HMU. Sorry, I always say HMW.
HMU.
HMU.
That means hit me up.
Yes. High key.
High key is when you are very emphatic and like something.
High key, love cake.
Low key, love sushi.
Okay. Hits different.
So, this is when something just is better than normal. So, chocolate, Hershey's chocolate is delicious, but Godiva chocolate hits different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Woo!
Iconic.
Iconic is like when you're an icon and you're unique and you're so special.
Dead.
That means you have died. You were deceased. That was so funny. You are dead.
Yes. It's the blank for me.
Okay. So, I've seen this a lot. And I've seen the positive spin on it where that's like one thing you're calling out about whatever it is you're looking at that you like. But I feel like the way you're looking at me right now, it's reverse of that.
Yeah, it's meant as an insult, but I feel like it's been co-opted into being like, oh, it's the red hair for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know.
We're dying.
No. Stop.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. I'm good. I'm cool.
Okay. Leaving someone on red / leaving someone on open.
Okay. When you leave someone on red, it means they know, that person knows that you've read their message, but you haven't responded.
And leaving...
And somebody on open means that...
It's usually on Snapchat. Leaving someone on open.
Like it was opened, but you didn't respond.
Yes. Okay. Let's get this bread.
Well, bread in my day meant money. So let's get this money. Let's go make some money.
It's let's go. Let's go do this.
Okay.
Let's get this bread.
Okay.
I say that to myself.
That's what ducks say.
I say that to myself before every essay I have to write that's due in 2 hours. Okay. Low key.
Well, it's the opposite of high key. So you it's just like I think...
It is not a trickster god.
What? Oh, Loki. Marvel reference.
Also Norse mythology. Scrub.
All right, nerd alert. Anyways, that's it. It's just a way of saying that subtly you like something.
Yeah. Okay. Me.
Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
Mood.
That is like an action, a look, or whatever creates this mood in your head. So a dog laying flat on its back, asleep, is a mood.
Yeah, it's like, it means the same thing as same. Like, same here.
Yeah.
Okay, no you.
No you?
Yeah.
Is that like your mom?
Yeah.
See? We come full circle.
Okay, not blank.
I feel like this is like a pearl clutcher. Like, not the carpet.
What? Do you want me to use an example for you?
Sure.
Okay. So we have a dog, Ollie, and he's a boy, and he marks things when he's not getting enough attention, even though
He's fixed.
we give him a lot of attention.
That too.
Okay, so if Mom came to me and she's like, Ollie marked the cabinet again, I go, not the cabinet.
It's like a sarcastic no.
Yeah.
Like, that was not expected.
Okay. Okay, Boomer.
Bitch. That triggers me hard. Young people like to say this to anyone older than them.
Yep. It's basically just a dismissive response to a suggestion. Like, you should get a checkbook. Okay, Boomer. Like, let me live my life.
And who has a checkbook anymore?
Okay. Oof.
Oof. That's like yikes. Ugh. Like you don't ugh.
It's
Wow.
like you don't care, but you should at least say something.
Yeah, that's wow for me. That's how, if I ever respond to you in a text and I'm like, wow, I literally don't know what else to say or don't feel like carrying on that conversation anymore.
Okay. Period/period. Or period.
It's like end of discussion.
No. It's a form of emphasis. So I just, like, my nails look so good, and then someone would go, oh, period.
So yeah, correct. End of discussion.
It's an emphasis. Okay, pressed.
Like I'm pressed for time.
No.
Oh. Pressed. I'm impressed.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
It's someone who is upset or rationally angry. Like, on Twitter, a lot of people respond to be like, why are you pressed? Or, okay, pressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like someone who's mad for no reason.
So next time you slam a gate, I'll be like, okay, pressed.
I've never slammed a gate in my life on purpose. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Pull.
Pull?
Pull.
Pull. Is that when something is attracting you to it?
Kind of.
Like a magnet?
It basically just means get together. So someone can say, I can pull any girl I want.
Oh yeah, chick magnet.
Yeah. Pull up.
That's what you pee into when you get out of diapers. Just kidding. So pull up. Like, you've arrived. You've pulled up.
Yeah, it's like hang out. Like, anyone want to come over? Anybody want to pull up? Okay. Quaking.
Quaking? I'm shooketh. That's another one my kids don't like me to say. I am shook. I think I've desensitized y'all to it because I do say it more now.
Okay. Salty.
That means you are salty. Yeah. I don't know the definition, but I can use it correctly in a sentence.
Use it correctly in a sentence.
Why you mad? Why you salty?
It's like just being jealous.
Like,
It's
salty.
technically like crying because tears are salty.
Yeah.
So you're crying about it, your face would be salty. So it's like, why are you salty?
Okay.
Okay. Same.
Agreed.
Yep.
Me too.
Say less.
Say less. Stop talking.
I mean, yeah, but it's a positive way to say it. It's like a version of say no more.
Say no more sounds so polite. Say less means shut up. That's what it means to me.
Say less.
Say less.
I'm already in. It means I'm already in.
Say less, Hannah. Quit talking. Say less.
That's not what it means. Okay, simp. The internet loves to use this word even though they have no idea what it means.
I think it's because it's short for simple.
No.
Okay.
It is someone who is trying too hard and doing too much for someone.
Like I'm a simp mom.
No.
I know. I don't do too much for you?
It's not, oh my, no, it's not, you wouldn't use it to describe yourself as a mom. You'd be like, I'm a simp for. It means you care about something.
Oh. I'm a simp for social justice.
Basically.
Okay. But not a basic simp.
Oh my god. This was a bad idea.
This was your idea.
Okay, slaps.
So I actually know this one, I think. This, like, if something's got a good beat, like music's got a good beat, oh, that slaps.
It's not just about music, but yeah. You
So
get this pizza, slaps.
I don't want my pizza slapping nothing.
Okay, slide into their DMs.
That means you approach someone via their direct messaging.
Yeah, it's usually in a flirting context.
Yeah.
Okay, spam account. And on the flip side, a Finsta.
Okay, Finsta I know is fake Insta, and I know this because I watched the documentary on social media.
Okay, boomer.
Bitch. So that's the fake Insta. That's the one that you put out to the world to not actually act like yourself. So my assumption is spam then would be the ones that you keep your real self like more private.
Yeah. I do not have a spam account.
I feel like that would be the flip. It feels like it should be the flip. Like your fake Insta, the one you're not presenting to the public, would be...
Well, celebrities use Finsta just to be private. Like Prince Harry had a Finsta that he talked to Meghan Markle on.
They're having a baby.
A second baby.
Yay.
A rainbow baby.
That's so sweet.
Okay, squad.
Those are people.
Mm-hmm. Stan.
It's like a super fan.
Yeah. You can thank Eminem for that one.
Yeah.
Sus.
Suspicious. I only know that because of Among Us. I don't play it, but I've seen, read as sus.
Okay, TBH.
To be honest.
Yeah. T.
That's like gossip.
Mm-hmm. Thick. 2 C's.
You got a badonkadonk.
Yeah. Thirst trap.
Okay, thirst traps. Also know this from documentaries and whatever. Thirst traps are usually the how to put it? The folks that are like posting very lewd or sexy photos or whatever, thirst traps. They're trying to trap people into wanting more.
Paying for their OnlyFans.
There you go.
Okay, thirsty.
That means you want it. You're thirsty.
I just noticed this website has them in alphabetical order.
You didn't notice that before?
Nope. Triggered.
That means something is setting you off.
Yes. Uncomfy.
Uncomfortable.
Something about this makes me uncomfy. The vibe.
That's like the mood of the room, of the whatever. It's the room temp.
Vibe check.
That's when you're checking the room temp.
Vibin'.
What's when you can't see us, but we're vibing. We're like
You're chilling out.
chilling.
This song is vibing to the song. You're feeling it. Okay, whack.
Like crack is whack.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It
It's whack.
sucks.
It's not good.
Yeet.
It's when you're launching something across the room.
It's also yes.
Which I think is ridiculous. I have a 13-year-old son, and I feel like he used yeet a lot
He used to.
in the last couple years, but then he just stopped.
Okay, ready? Second website.
Oh my gosh. I only know the second website.
Okay, cancel culture.
So that's like the soup du jour. That this is where people, if you don't agree with somebody, you try to cancel them.
Well,
But cancel culture is when you're trying to get a bunch of people to cancel them, and cancel by cancel meaning ruin them.
cancel is just usually when someone is problematic. Like, people get really canceled. But people try to, like, cancel a lot of people who disagree with them. And cancel culture is just the idea that if you're problematic or you don't agree, I don't want to like symbolize people being problematic, but it's very much like, we're going to cancel anyone who's problematic, which is a good thing, but it has some bad
backlash. And it also doesn't work.
Most of the time.
Because like Jeffree Star's still a thing.
I'm baby.
I'm baby?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm fresh and new.
It's feeling helpless or not capable. So you're like, I'm baby. But it's turned into more of like, ooh, woo, I'm baby. It means like,
what was me?
Yeah. W.
That's a win.
Woke.
That means you're aware. Like you're down with whatever's happening.
TFW.
That face win.
That feeling win.
Well, I think that could go both ways.
It is the best.
Because usually if you're feeling it, it's on your face.
Yeah, true. Sip tea.
That's when you're listening to gossip.
Good job. Snack.
That's when you look delicious.
Okay. Hype beast.
It's like Mr. Beast and his burgers. That was Hype Beast.
No.
Am I going to get canceled?
No.
They weren't good.
They were fine.
They were Foster's Freeze with a label.
They were fine. It wasn't bad. They were just not excellent.
Sorry, Mr. Beast.
Okay, take several seats.
It's like sit the fuck down several times and shut up.
No.
No?
I mean, yes, but it's not like go sit down a lot of times. It's
Stand up, sit down.
Just take up a lot of space because you're going to be there for a while. Like, shut up. Okay, now we're moving on to aesthetics.
Okay. I
Okay,
feel
right.
like I'm really going to suck at this. Because I'm not fashionable.
Pretty sure you are. Okay. Visco girl. Like, what would they wear?
Well, I know that they would wear scrunchies on their wrist. Not necessarily in their hair, but also in their hair. And a high, yucky bun.
Hair isn't really a part of it.
So it's on the wrist. And I feel like shorty shorts and loose crop top shirts.
No.
Mom jeans.
No, the shorts were right.
Oh. Long sleeve sweatshirts. Maybe not.
Okay, I'm going to describe this.
Hydro flasks. That's all I know.
They have hydro flasks.
With
Okay.
the stickers.
They have baggy t-shirts.
Okay. Well.
They have Birkenstocks. They have like moisturizer as their makeup. They don't typically wear a lot of makeup. They have shorts, scrunchies.
Do they really not wear a lot of makeup, or do they?
They do
their makeup so it looks.
They
like
try to look like they're wearing any makeup. They have Birkenstocks. They have puka shell necklaces and bracelets, scrunchies. They have those like Polaroid cameras, Starbucks, and hydro flasks, preferably with lots of stickers.
Basic bitches.
Okay. That's Visco boy is basically the same thing.
Okay.
E-girl.
Is that an emo girl? Like all dark hair, dark clothes?
Yeah. They're typically associated with TikTok. And so they're basically just internet goths now.
Okay.
But like they
Avril
usually
Lavigne's?
Yeah. They usually have like the front like two pieces of their hair framing their face as like red or a different color than typically have dark hair. But could be any color. Sorry, readjusting. E-boy.
The same.
Yeah. But I am obsessed with e-boys, not because I want to be, because I am. Cottagecore.
Okay, because I play Animal Crossing, cottagecore is common. And it is basically like Little House on the Prairie in modern day.
It's grandma chic.
Grandma chic.
Is how they describe it.
Pinafores and long sleeve lacy dresses and yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I think I would thrive in cottagecore. I've always wanted to live in a cottage, and I want cows as pets. So I feel like cottagecore would be perfect for me.
Gonna move to England.
Oh, I want to move to England so bad. Okay, what's a soft boy?
A soft boy.
B-O-I.
Oh. So what would they wear? I don't know, like fluffy sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Are you looking at my glasses?
No.
Oh.
Is that what it says?
I mean, so that's what the aesthetic looks like. It's described as a response to toxic masculinity.
Looks like Harry Potter.
Honestly?
Like
Yeah.
when he goes into town.
Yeah, it's also artistically, musically inclined.
Is that the new hipster boy?
Basically, yes.
The
It's
baby
some
hipsters?
celebrities are Tom Holland, Timothy Chalamet, are soft boys.
Okay, I don't know the last one, but I know Tom Holland.
He's Laurie in Little Woman.
The new one?
The new one.
Haven't seen it.
Yes, you did. I paid for it and we watched it together. And you
probably did. Oh, I probably didn't like him because Christian Bale is Laurie forever more.
Okay, Vaporwave.
Vaporwave.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these people are gonna have e-cigs in their hands. Vaporwave. Maybe like the 80s, like pastel bright stuff.
Yes.
Whoa, that's like Lisa Frank threw up.
I'll put these
I
pictures.
I could be totally down with the holographic shoes and stuff because unicorns.
I will put these pictures in the Instagram on our Instagram.
Oh, and that reminds me, we probably say it at the end of the episode anyway, but you can now find us on Facebook. We have a page there.
I'm going to start a Twitter. I just am not that great at Twitter, so I just retweet a lot. Okay, Plant Mom.
Oh God, Plant Mom.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably like, I imagine like what a gardener would look like with like overalls and a big brimmed hat and gloves. I used to have those shoes in the 90s.
Okay,
Shut up.
They're described as shy, introverted, and creative individuals who love spending time at home with their plants.
I don't have plants, but that's me otherwise.
We have orchids that we need to
Water this week.
Was that?
It's only Friday.
I panicked. I was like, my orchid's gonna die.
Yeah, so my husband got us both orchids for Valentine's Day. So we're going to see how long those last.
Mm-hmm. We're planning on watering them every Sunday.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Anyway, that was all of Gen Z.
That's awesome.
It was a lot.
It's a lot. So to wrap this segment up, I think I like to people watch. So like if we were at a mall pre-COVID, of course, if we were at a mall and I was just soaking up people, not sitting and watching necessarily, but like walking, watching them all. I feel very old most of the time now because, you know, back even just a decade ago, I still felt like part of the world as far as that goes.
Listen, you would feel much more younger if you downloaded TikTok again on your phone.
But I don't want to.
TikTok is a time dump.
I know. I dump my time in other places. Like Animal Crossing. We can talk about that another time though. Again, I'll reiterate, just the generational divide is crazy to me. I know, you know, it's like one of those can't we all just get along kind of things. We're in this world anyway. You know, one thing I do love about your generation though is how woke you are becoming. Like, I don't think everybody is, right? But I think that, especially in this part of the world, everybody seems to be very aware of social justice issues, and
I think we're pretty prone to change too. Like if we say something and someone is like, oh, that's kind of offensive, we'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, and never say it again. And I am much better about pronouns now than I used to be, but before I never really had to deal with it.
Yeah, same.
But I felt like I misgendered someone and like dead named them for like the second semester of high school, like the last couple of weeks, because they were transitioning and I didn't know. And I remember we were at camp and he introduced himself as Eric. I was like, sorry. And then I like went to him. I'm like, I am so sorry.
Yeah,
I am so sorry. I did not know.
I did something similar. I used to work in an office, or very closely with the Office of LGBTQ Affairs in Santa Clara County, and I love all of them. Like, they're just wonderful people. But one person in particular, I didn't misgender, because at the time she just made it kind of obvious that she was a female, and but was a little more androgynous. And but I realized that she and another coworker were walking laps. It was winter. They're walking laps inside our office suite, and when they walked by, I said, "Hi, ladies," which, I'm from the South. That's a polite thing to do, you know. And then, but as soon as they walked by, I was like, "Shit!" Like, I didn't know their pronouns, really. And I felt so bad, but because I was trying to be better, I was trying to do better and be better, I messaged her when I saw that they were back at the desk. And I keep saying her and they because there's reasons, but I asked, like, I apologized first. I realized I said, "Hey, ladies," to both you and Aaron, and I would just want to ask you formally, what are your pronouns? And that's something that they always were pushing to ask me my pronouns, and she said, "I use she or her," and I was like, and she was like, "But thank you for asking." So there was like a huge thing, and I felt like, okay, I'm evolving as a person,
I will just like to say, I identify with my, like, I feel like I am a girl. I was born a girl. Like, I feel like I am, right? I've never had that kind of issue of gender identity crisis. But whenever someone asks me my pronouns, I get so happy, and I don't know why. Like, it's just being like, teachers are being woke, and I'm like, oh, I feel safe here.
It's just a new form of respect. Like,
it's just, I think it's aware. I don't know, a thing of like, oh, I feel safe. Like, you aren't gonna assume my gender, even though I look like my gender, it's fine. If you assumed, you'd be correct. But
you may not have that same experience with the next person.
But it's just, I feel whenever they, like, hey, what do you identify as? Do you identify, like, if you have another name, tell me. And I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just nice. Even though
Right. I think that, again, we're in a part of the world that it's an easy thing to do, to educate yourself and to be respectful of folks and to do the right thing and all of that stuff. When you're raised in the South, these types of things aren't as prevalent.
Especially in the Bible Belt.
Yeah. And, I try really hard to keep that part of my brain just kind of dormant. Like, that's who you were. Now here's who you are. Like, and be better. Like, that to me is the bottom line. Just be better. We're not put on this earth to judge other people or to tell people how to live or to tell people what they should be doing. We are here to love each other and get along as a society and try to make things better. Which I
think is a good transition into our hot takes for this week. Yeah. They're a little spicier than last week's Disney Channel.
It's been a hard week. Yeah. So, my hot take for the week is actually an icy cold one. Our family and friends in Texas this week and in Oklahoma, and across the
Midwest
and South, have been through it this week with no power. Most snow they'd seen since 1899 or something stupid like that. And the power grids failed and water lines were bursting. And I was watching another podcast today where they were showing footage from TikToks that were being posted of people's pipes bursting and their ceilings falling in and just their houses completely flooded because they just weren't withstanding the extreme temperatures and stuff. So all of that being said, thoughts and prayers to all those folks. But the bottom line for me, my hot take this week is climate change is real, y'all. And everybody's saying, this will never happen again or whatever. No, climate change is real. And unless we do something about it as a society, as a world, these will continue to happen. Extreme weather conditions will continue to happen.
They're not extreme anymore. It's just
Super
weather
storms.
conditions.
Yeah, well, they're going to be extreme if they're causing this kind of
I meant, like, they're just, like, going to be the new normal.
This is the new norm.
That's what I meant by they're not going to be extreme anymore.
Having said that, governments, power companies, the people in charge need to get frickin'
their shit together
and improve things. There is no reason for a power grid for an entire state to fail
and be on its own power grid in the first place. But
yeah, that's a different show. And it's hard for me. It's super hard for me because Texas is my home state, but I can't even. We're coming full circle. Like, it ruffles my feathers to the nth degree when I think about the fact that I have friends in Austin, super nice people. Jody, shout out if you're listening. Their big, huge, nice house in Austin, Texas, no power. So they like to camp. So they got their camping gear and they bedded down. They consolidated themselves to one section of their house to conserve energy where they could. When their power went out, they took all their refrigerator and freezer food out and packed it in the ice and snow that was outside to try to save as much as they could. They cooked on their charcoal grill. They did all these things just to survive. When they needed to, they'd go get in the car to warm up. Charge their phones, whatever. They survived. They still had hot water because they had gas heaters for a while until all the water supply was gone. Like they shut the water pipes, off, whatever. And they were just getting through it, But they were coming together as neighbors. They had neighbors that still had power. They were in their neighborhood, so they'd come by and, take their devices to charge and, things like they were helping each other. And that to me is just like, it's great. It shouldn't have happened though. It should not
They shouldn't have had to rely on each other to get through it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, that brings me to my hot take, which is a little spicy. I'm going to call him out by name. Ted Cruz is a piece of shit. Just like going to Cancun, whatever. But also just, he is such a hypocrite. And it's just, I'm so glad he's not my senator anymore. But it's just, just the fact that he went to Cancun and just leaving his people to suffer while he had the means to go to Mexico after talking about immigrants, after being climate change isn't real, I'll believe in climate change when Texas freezes over. And not even that. He left his dog in that house. And I know I've seen people be like, I hate when people are just like, they're upset when a dog is involved. You should be upset regardless, and I am, but this dog was like the final straw for me.
I didn't even know about the dog until today, and when I read that headline, I was like, like, literally, like, it was bad enough.
I didn't read it, but I was like, he left his dog in that cold-ass house? The security guard took care of the dog is fine.
But not only that, but he requested Houston Police Department resources to escort him to the airport. Resources that could have been used elsewhere. Mm-hmm. And, who doesn't want to be on vacation right now? Like,
it's not even a political thing. Right, it's not even a political thing for me. If he was a Democrat, I probably would say the same thing.
But it is a political thing because he's a public figure, and public figures should be tending to their constituents.
It's a bipartisan thing. It's not
a polar.
It's not a Democrat versus Republican. He is a political figure. He is the highest elected official in Texas that Texas voted for outside of the president. And people chose him to be in charge of and protect them. Like, that's what senators are for, is to be a representative. They are not like the czars of their state. They are representatives. And that's like when people are like, call you representatives. I hate so much how representatives are now just being like, oh, well, I'm elected, I can do whatever I want. I mean, yeah, that's true, but they shouldn't. That's not the way it should be. Sorry, I got heated.
It's fine. he's one person. This is how I feel about it. He's one person, and sure, you can argue that if you had the means and then whatever to go, I mean, to
That's a part of the
Cancun to
problem.
get away. Yeah, but that's part of the problem. And hello, COVID is still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we traveling anywhere? Sure, he had his mask on. Good for him.
And also, he blamed his kids. He blamed, like...
Yeah, threw his kids under the bus. He's trying to be a good dad. And then he made it look like, because he flew back the next day, he made it look like he was just escorting them there and then coming home.
The internet bullied him into coming back.
Yeah. Way to go, internet. So, yeah. The room temp this week, slightly elevated. A little more heated than last week. But we had fun. Mm-hmm. We hope you guys have fun, too. We will be uploading on the weekends. We still plan to record on Fridays and upload.
I plan on, if you're listening to this, when it's uploaded, it's hopefully a Saturday.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this on YouTube, it's probably a Sunday. That's what we're aiming for. Just so we don't have to, like, overload and do it all in one day.
Yeah. Just remember that you can always go to anchor.fm/roomtemp with Cass and Han all together to find out where other podcast sites we are available on. It's 6 of them now, including Anchor. Or you can listen on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Also, follow us and subscribe to us on different podcast channels if that's an option.
Sure. There's also, Anchor's got this cool feature where you can leave us voice messages. So if you feel like leaving a voice message to give us a shout out or, you know, be nice, don't be nasty. Maybe you'll be featured on an upcoming episode. Mm-hmm. We may do a little feature of, you know, shout outs from the trenches or something. But we have had fun chitty chatting with you guys. If you have any ideas for us, just hit us up on our Instagram or Facebook page. And
soon to be Twitter. I'm going to make a Twitter. I'm going to try. I may just be retweeting things or...
That's fine. That's kind of what I'm doing with right now with the Facebook page too. I'm going to treat it as, you know, where we share all kinds of fun stuff. But it is an interactive thing too. So please feel free to interact with us there. And
if you're still listening, the secret phrase this week is chill out, man. Let's all calm down let's chill out after that hot take.
So
chill out.
Chill out is the secret phrase.
One word.
Yeah.
No spaces.
There you go. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.